Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Interesting market day today. Market's back up huge amounts. Looks like it's taken back everything that it lost on Friday. I don't know what's changed since Friday. So, but all of a sudden, everybody that was selling on Friday is buying on Monday. So interesting, right? Give your money to the broker on Friday and then hope to get it back Monday. Anyways, look, the energy play, we talked about it on Thursday and Friday, right? Just sit tight and let it work out. Oil is still just demand is just crazy, and it's just getting started. And you can see all the energy plays that uh we're down on Friday are all back up to where they were. So that plays right back into order, and we're happy about that. The Twitter short, it stuck around that 61, 62 level, but we're gonna stay with that. We got about 3.5 weeks on that trade, and we'll see how this works out. It's hard to tell with this rally today, guys. Just how much juice really is it? I know we're up 500-600 points on the Dow, another 100 on the Nasdaq. The S&P's looking strong. Apple's really starting to participate. That's the one thing that's really positive about this move. Is that Apple looks like it's finally gotten off that 125, 126, 127 level and is pushing back up to that 140, maybe 145 level where it was pretty comfortable before. The market needs Apple, Microsoft, and I know it sounds like a broken record after all these years, but yeah, remember the big rally we just came off of right when Trump was president. Um, it was led by the FANGs, right? And even before the Trump presidency, when Obama was president, it was everything was FANGs, right? 75% of the rallies were contributed to by the FANGs, right? And so you need those FANGs to go. When Apple was the slow mover there for the last few weeks, really after that split got into that big consolidation and just went sideways, trickled down, real soft down trickle. Nothing to be alarmed of if you're an Apple holder. Like we said, we never sold a share of Apple. In fact, last week we added a couple shares to some of the portfolios before it made this big move. It's still got a great balance sheet, right? So, look, we'll see how this rally kind of shakes out. Let's go look at the. Let me share my screen here with you. And there you go, your market. Let's update this real quick. You can see we're up about 578 on the Dow, 55 on the S&P, almost 1.5%. And the Nasdaq is pushing right around that 100. The VIX came right off that 20. Remember we talk to you about all the time about the VIX. That 20 level is actually a key level for when a sell down like Friday starts, Thursday and Friday. What happens is if that VIX stays over that 20, that generally means that the sell-off has some legs to it. Maybe it's going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5 day sell-off. Who knows? Maybe even more than that. When it comes back down below 20, that's kind of like your inflection point. That's saying that, yeah, okay, things have calmed down. The volatility is a little bit softer and things like that. We really use that indicator. We don't follow the VIX tick by tick, but those are our key levels. And then 40 is another key level for the VIX when you're in those big sell downs, right? Like the COVID and stuff like that, the Brexit and things like that. Once it goes above that 40, you are really in a sell down. Anyways, and anywhere between 20 and 40, you're red. But we're back down below that 20, so you can see that's a nice little bullishness coming into the market. Like we talked about oil. How about that oil? After sagging down to that $70 on Friday and everybody freaking out, oh, better sell your Exxon Mobil. Hey, you better buy it back on Monday. We've been telling you. Oil is not going to slow down for a while. And summer demand, right? We talked about it when we entered that energy trade. We wanted to get into it before Memorial Day because we felt Memorial Day would be a lot of travel, a lot of the things are reopening. You get that first leg of your consumption. Now July 4th weekend is your next step. So, and then you got back to school and Labor Day right after that. So we think we see triple digit oil here by the end of summer. So we're standing by that call. Hey, look, let's pop on over to gold. Gold firmed up a lot, right? It looks like it got that catch. Remember, I was telling you guys about those round numbers that gold seems to love. It got that catch at 1750. The next resistance would be for it to get over 1800 for you big gold bugs. But at least it got a little bit more bullishness, right? The big question, right? Has gold been replaced as that safe haven trade from inflation and interest rates by Bitcoin? And let's pop on over to Bitcoin, and it doesn't look like it right now. Actually, it's funny. You know, that Fed report came out Thursday afternoon, right? Or Wednesday afternoon. And all of a sudden, then we got the labor report, right? And then the labor report was kind of funky too. The continuing claims went up, and the new claims surprisingly went up, right? And inflation just came into play, right? Everybody and their brothers talking about inflation and all these earnings shrinkage and things like that. And gold just went into the crapper, right? It lost almost 1,000 points, or 100 points there, right? It was trading. Remember, it was trading like 1890 or something. And then all of a sudden it just got its you-know-what kicked. But it doesn't look like that trade is true on the crypto side. Crypto just is independent. It really is. It's a tradable asset. It's a money-making asset. It's a good thing. But it's not a replacement for anything, really. It's not going to replace the dollar. It's not going to replace gold. What it is crypto stands on its own two legs. So, and this is interesting here. You know what? Let's pull up TradingView, guys, together. I'll show you that chart that we've been talking about since the first big crypto sell down, right? There's your NASDAQ looking. See, even your NASDAQ, guys, it looks like we're looking a little toppish here. We'll see how that works out in the next few days. But there's our Bitcoin chart. And this is what we were talking about. We started this chart, right, when that big sell down sold off. We called that capitulation there. We called that confirmation. There's your confirmation there. Broke that temporary downtrend. Then we called for sideways trading. We think this sideways trading will go on for at least a couple more weeks, guys. It's still starting to digest. One, it's digesting all that selling from when the big sell down happened at the end of May. And now what it's doing is it's kind of combating this news cycle, right? With the whole Chinese shutdown and stuff like that. So, and you can see it here. This is our first level here. This is your buy level here in those two bars. And you can see it's worked out, right? You don't buy above, you don't buy below. The reason you don't buy below is that's your catch-all. If it breaks that and it loses that, it's probably going back down to 20,000. So as long as you're in here, it's still a nice buy, right? You accumulate, and then you hold through this. Let it work itself out. And then you don't want to buy too high. You wait till that breaks out. And so far that chart's been gold. As long as we stay around above that $30,921 level, we should be okay as far as crypto goes. And other than that, guys, let's call it an update. Let me stop sharing here. Let's call it an update. Let's call it a Monday. There's about half an hour left in the market day today. Sorry for the late report, guys. It was a busy trading day today with we opened up another new trade. I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow after our members have had time to establish their positions. But we went bullish on something, and we went bullish on an ETF for a sector that we think, especially with July 4th rolling around, will really get a lot of love. And if I'm not mistaken, let me double check here. Yeah, we're up about 2%. Not on the trade. The trade we're at basically at a break even right now. We just opened it, but the issue is already up 2%, and it's pushing towards 52 weeks highs. So look, I'll tell you guys more about that tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be back on the stock of the week. If you guys are looking for ideas for your portfolio, long-term ideas. In the meantime, go back and look at the other ones. Look at Apple. When we talked about Apple as the stock of the week, it was when it had that split And we talked about accumulating. Look at the good pricing you would have got if you had followed that, right? Suncor, which is one of the energy stocks you guys know we're in, bounced right back over $24 today. And another buying opportunity there, right? When we first started talking about that stock in the stock of the week, it was under $20. ET was $7, right? I believe it's now pushing $11. It's over $11. And these all give you dividends. So, you know what I mean? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Anyways, but like I said, guys, if you're looking for ideas for the portfolio, look at the stock of the weeks. But we got another one. We got a new one for you tomorrow. And also, too, I'll let you on the inside of this system trade that we started today. All right. We're not panicking over Twitter, guys. I know it's pushing. It took and held 61. I've been talking about 61 on it since we opened the trade, but it took and held the 61. But there's still something up with that chart. Something slowing down with Twitter. And since we got 3.5 weeks on it, we'll give it a little time to come to us. All right. Other than that, guys, you have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the daily update and the stock of the week.